Welcome back, my wasted youth. This is Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition, the right way. When last we left our intrepid hero, we had finally, and I do mean finally, made it to Sabrina's Psychic Gym. Yeah, this is not going to be easy without a word of a lie. This is probably the most difficult gauntlet in the entire game. So, now that being said, let's just talk to this guy. Now, Oh, really? Oh, I bet I will. I have a map. I actually do have a map, because, yeah, this isn't going to be simple. Now, this particular Psychic has got 3 Pokemon. They're all the same thing, and none of them are going to be easy. Yeah, level 33 Slowpokes. Perfect. Lapras can't do anything here. I don't really have much of a choice. I have to, well, don't have to, but I should just jump into Ivysaur. This way, Slowpoke's Confusion shouldn't really do that much to me, and fortunately Cut is what was disabled. So let's see if Razor Leaf can rip through this Slowpoke. Man, I'm really hoping it can. And if it can, oh wow, that was beautiful. Okay, that is exactly what we wanted. So, everybody gets some experience, about to use, surprisingly enough, another level 33 Slowpoke. Yes, I am going to switch. I'm going to go right back into Lapras. See, ideally, we need Lapras to gain some experience here. So it is just going to be that whole back and forth thing. Lapras and then whomever I choose to go with. In this case, though, Ivysaur, from what I found anyway, has always been the best shot for taking out these Slowpokes. When it gets to other types of Psychic Pokemon, I wouldn't even try it, but Ivysaur and Razor Leaf seem to go really, really well here, so that's why I'm choosing to go this route. Slowbro, yeah, I'm still gonna change though. Wow. Really? What is Slowbro?
Slowbro, the hermit crab Pokemon. Slowbro are able to use powerful psychic attacks, but generally prefers to avoid conflict.
Slowbro is a water and psychic type that can evolve from Slowpoke at level 37, by which point it will already have learned Confusion, Disable, Headbutt, Growl, and Water Gun. At level 37 it will learn Withdrawal, at 44 it will learn Amnesia, and at 55, Psychic. Now granted, Slowbro has got a great HP and defense stat, but this one is super slow. It can learn a handful of great TMs, like Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Earthquake, and even Dig, but most of what this one's capable of learning are all either water or psychic techniques. It is a defensive disadvantage to Bug, Electric, and Grass types. As a water type, it has an offensive advantage to Fire, Ground, and Rock, and as a psychic type, it has an offensive advantage to Fighting and Poison types. The big problem you're going to have with Slowbro is it's guaranteed to take the first shot, which means you have to stack up all your abilities to make sure your opponent doesn't get a second shot. That's going to be tough. So this Pokemon is what happens when Shelter bites Slowpoke's tail, but we still don't know whether or not Slowbro is just Slowpoke's slow brother, or whether bro part refers to the tail-biting Shelter. Okay, so you know I gotta give it a shot now. I'm gonna jump right back into Ivysaur and hope this works. This Slowbro, excuse me, could really rip Ivysaur apart. I'm hoping that I can get one shot of Razor Leaf and that should be it. I don't think that's going to be the case. In this case, I actually think it's gonna take, 2 shots. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that. Growl isn't going to really do that much. One shot of Razor Leaf, and can we take out this Slowbro? Oh, perfect. It looks like we did. Absolutely wonderful. And great. Lapras has grown to level 19. That is exactly what we want, and we have defeated a Psychic. Perfect. Yeah, you did, but you know what? You really weren't concentrating. Okay. Now, is there anything else you want to say? Oh, you know what? I saw that. Oh, that's okay. Well, yeah, you kinda almost beat me too. Well, kinda. Okay, so now we want to go in the top right-hand corner, and if you think of this like a big tic-tac-toe board with 9 squares, well, square 8 is the guy with the 2 statues saying, you know, champ in the making. well, all of the other squares are holding a underling or Sabrina herself. We just finished with square number 9. This is now square number 6. Yeah, it isn't going to get any easier. Hi. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm kind of hoping on a lot of luck as well. See, now, this guy has got 2 Pokemon for us, and neither one of them are going to be, well, easy. Especially the way that we're doing it. Now, I would still like to put Lapras at the front of the party. Yeah, I realize that. And I know that if I were to allow, in this case, Charmeleon to stay in and just take out this Mr. Mime as well as the next one, I would have a much better shot of defeating them. I'm not going to do that. Even between these fights, I am still going to throw Lapras back in. That way Lapras can gain the experience for some of these things. Right. Yes, I realize I'm handcuffing myself. I totally get that, and it could ultimately wipe out the entire party. However, Lapras needs the experience, and I do mean needs the experience. So yeah, we are going to be facing another Kadabra, okay? And I am going to throw Lapras back in. So here comes his level 34 Kadabra, here comes Lapras. Lapras is not staying in, not a chance. That would just be way too much suicide for one episode. So instead, we are going to allow Charmeleon to get hit with confusion. Yeah, that's never good. Fortunately, Slash should do really well against this Kadabra. And it did, man, that's great. Exactly what we wanted. Lapras has grown to level 20, and Charmeleon didn't take that much damage. Now Lapras has learned Mist, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, I believe it. I had a lot of luck. You okay? Oh, I know, man. You pretty well did that to me, too. So now I have taken that opportunity to heal up, and we are going into the top left-hand corner. Now, see, get this. If you want to try and speed run this, you've still got a little bit of space where you can walk around these guys without setting them off. If, however... Right, just like that. No, it isn't your unseen power at all, man. It's the fact that I'm trying to gain up levels for a Lapras. Yeah, this guy is not a pushover at all. 4 Pokemon, and all of them are level 31. Right. We are going to go into Charmeleon like normal, and if everything goes well, Charmeleon will be able to take out 3 of the 4 of these things, hopefully without too much damage inflicted on himself. Okay, perfect. So, goes down, that's great. Now he's about to use Slowpoke. Perfect. So yes, I am going to switch. I'm going to bring in Lapras one more time. Now, Lapras is only going to stay in just long enough to gain some experience, and then we switch into Ivysaur. Right. Ivysaur seems to do very well with, well, Slowpokes. Now, Razor Leaf is disabled, so we are going to see if Vine Whip, works just as well. And it really doesn't, but that's okay. A second shot of Vine Whip should theoretically take this thing out. It did, perfect, not a problem. Ivysaur has no damage against him. That is just what we wanted. Now, Ivysaur has grown to level 33, about to use a Mr. Mime. Yes, I will switch right back into Lapras. Okay, and now all of a sudden, Lapras is going to stay in just long enough so that we can bring in our Charmeleon again. Yeah, I know this is not the proper way to do this, but we really do need, and I do mean need, to raise Lapras's levels. This is going to be a lot more difficult without it. Now, we're getting very lucky in the fact that we're still getting a lot of critical hits. About to use another Kadabra. So yes, I will switch. See, up till this point, none of our team has actually had any damage taken off. Man, that's perfect. So, let's see if we can continue with that. If we're lucky, this Kadabra is going to use Recover as its first move. And it does exactly that, man. Perfect. Okay, so, with one slash, under the assumption that it hits and it does enough damage, perfect. That could not have gotten any better. Lapras went to level 21, nobody on our team took any damage, and we defeated a Psychic. Man, that's great. And no, Ivysaur is not going to evolve. It'll happen, but we have got a pretty long way to go. Yeah. How about you? Are you okay? Oh, well, that's good, because, you know, we brought a handful of bugs. None of them were Pokemon. You know, we brought bugs anyway. Okay, so now, we would like to go to the bottom left-hand corner and end up in square number 1. Now, why are we going to do this? Well, we want to talk to this guy. I know, man. That's why I'm here. Well, yeah, because why else would I be here? Right. You're one of those fake psychics, man. I can tell. See, now this guy has got one Pokemon for us, but it's a big one. Yeah. A level 38 Slowbro. Okay, that's fine. So we are just going to switch right into Ivysaur. And hopefully this will work out for us. Now, Ivysaur is going to get hit with Headbutt. That's okay. That means that Razor Leaf is not disabled. And that means 1, maybe 2 shots of Razor Leaf, and this Slowbro will be down. Unless something drastic happens, which, hey, it could. Now, Ivysaur did get a little bit of damage taken off. Okay, I'm fine with that. So now, just like that, Slowbro goes down. Man, that's perfect. So, Lapras gains some experience, as does Ivysaur, and we have defeated one more Psychic. You okay? No, you didn't. I read the sign and showed up. Now, if we decide to step into this one in the bottom left-hand corner, we end up facing Sabrina. But you know what? We're not going to do that yet. See, there is still 3 more trainers we want to take on. So instead, we are going to go right here. Hey, why not? Now, as you can tell from the hat, she is, or he, whichever, is a channeler. Let's see what they've got. Oh, really? Well, that's good, I guess, because, you know, she's your boss. Hey, I'm just saying. Okay, so now this channeler has got 2 ghosts for us. Right. Now, one is a level 34 Haunter, the other is this level 34 Ghastly. So, let us see if we can do, anything. I'm going to start out with Wartortle, realizing this is probably not the smartest move I could make. Lick has potential to paralyze, okay, and that's exactly what it did, that's okay. Now, let us see if we can use Water Gun. Nightshade is definitely going to hurt. Yeah, because that's what Nightshade does. Now, if we get lucky and we are able to do nothing, yeah, just like that. So let us see if we can get out of here at all. Yeah, Water Gun is not going to work. I am just going to say forget it and switch into Charmeleon. Now, Charmeleon and Flamethrower should do very, very well. At least I hope so, anyway. We're high enough level, and hey, fortunately that didn't really do all that much damage to us. So now with Flamethrower, takes it clean out, man, that's perfect. So everybody gains a little bit of experience, and Charmeleon is not going to be paralyzed. So yes, we're going to switch back into Lapras, then we're going to switch right back into Charmeleon, and hope the same thing happens. That, you know, we don't get paralyzed. So in comes Charmeleon, and hey man, that's perfect. We have a Poke-Flute for just such an emergency. I don't mind this at all. So let's go down the list until we find a Poke-Flute that will allow us to wake up. It didn't work against us, and you know what? Let's try Flamethrower. So now Flamethrower works relatively well. Confuse Ray is never, ever, ever good, but that's okay. You know I've got to try it. If it works, and it did, if we get enough damage, oh, not quite. Okay, that's okay. Now, unfortunately, Haunter is not burned, which would have helped a lot, but we may be able to still get out of this, maybe. Fortunately, she doesn't have an, or he, whichever. This channeler does not have anything else that he can throw in. So, if we can somehow wipe this Haunter out, we can now go back and heal everybody up. Right. Okay, you know I gotta try it. I had to. Okay, so... Oh, that's cheap. Okay, so... Yeah, not a problem. We were no longer confused, but still paralyzed. That's okay. Charmeleon is down, and this is what I'm going to do. Right. It is a completely weak, ineffective move, but if Lapras somehow pulls this off... Oh, man. Okay, you know I gotta try it again. Now, fortunately, Lapras has got a high enough defense and a high enough HP that this shouldn't really do that much. If it can somehow manage to pull through this, then all of a sudden Lapras gets all the experience, just like this, for taking out this one Haunter. And in that case, I don't really mind Charmeleon getting bumped off. Okay, that's fine. Definitely not the way I wanted it to go, but that's okay. That's totally fine. How about you? Are you okay? Yeah, sometimes luck works too. Or sometimes you're right. Maybe it is just the battle of equals. The side that's not equal is the one that wins. Unfortunately, now that's all the time we have for this episode. This has been Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition, the right way. Thanks for watching. Till next time.